everybody. I believe it's all on. There it is. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey Claire. Hey Partner. How is everybody? I can see you all joining. Supplies. Two secs, I'm just putting the link in for today. Hey everybody, I can see you all joining. Right, that should be pinned. Again, it's always a little bit delayed on my iPad. There it is. Perfect. Right, let me turn the light off. Okay, get rid of that. Good afternoon. Hope you're all good. Let me just go back a little bit. Debbie, hello. Pauline, Deb, Jane, sorry. Min, hey Simone, Rachel, Maureen, Lynette, Chrissy, Lynn, hey Carolyn, Rosetta, Marie, Sharon, Byron, Avril, Stephanie, Alexandra, Benita, hey everybody, Jeanette, Sharon, Kay, see you all there. Hi everyone, hope you're all well, and yeah, ready for a nice little craft along. Right, I'll just give it a few more minutes for others to join. I'm just going to share this out. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you just click off the chat, you'll see a thumbs up. If you just give that a thumbs up, it does help. See, get my live out there. Let me just share this to Facebook. Even though I put it, a post up, I'll share it just saying live now. Now do all these bits and then I'm done, and I'll share that to Mixed Up Crafters as well. It should all go across, just to remind people, because sometimes we have all good intentions to do it and then we get sidetracked and then we forget. So many people messaging me going, I forgot. Right, that should all be done. Let's come back to the chat. There we go. Hey everybody, I'm back. Okay, put you back over there. I've just spent the morning making 10 Christmas flip-flap cards. I'm going to be gutted if you show me tips now. That could have saved me time. Do you know what? I haven't made one for such a long time, and I thought I'm going to do, this is a 7x7 size when it's folded down. So I thought I wanted a big, I need a card with a big panel in the middle because I want to use these lovely stamps and the stencils. So that's what I've pinned in the supplies, because what I said, when I get the magazines now, I'm going to wait a week and then start using them, because I'm classed as a subscriber, so I get them before they hit the shops. So obviously when I use it, for those people that can't get to the shops and rely on online, it's not available straight away. So it's all pinned there. It's available on Craft World, but obviously if you've got your stores nearby, go check out your stores when you're doing your weekly shop and you might find it. So this is issue 272 of Simply Cards and Papercraft, and it's just this really beautiful tropical stamp set here with that lovely bird. But the nice thing about this one is you get the stencil pack, this little extra one. Let's open it up. I've also got a new magazine, so this is probably what we use. Actually, you just reminded me, next week's going to be a little bit different because I'm away in head office for 3 days. So I am going to be not available Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm up there, it's all day Tuesday that I'm there, but I'm travelling on the Monday and the Wednesday. So I will be back on Thursday in terms of back here. So it'll only be the Friday mix and match next week. So we will use this one the following week. But you get these, these layered stencils, which work with the bird there. I just think it's going to be really nice to do some layering, and I might colour it all with the stencils, but multiple out and do decoupage. So we're going to do a few techniques with this one today, because you can see how it looks when it's stenciled as opposed to just using the stamps and then stencil. So you can do it, it's very soft, just using the stencil. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I'll give you a little flick through. Let's take all this plastic off as well. Hey everybody, I'm still looking for the magazine for it. Oh, it's hit there. And Maria, I've seen quite a few people share posts saying that they managed to get theirs. So hopefully you will be able to get yours. But it's in the country. Is there nowhere now? Oh, I guess, yeah, it'd be like, just don't know what stores in Australia, if they offer it online, so you could have it posted to you. Hey Deborah, just this minute got my 3D display card and stand dice at 10. Oh yes, can't wait to start making some. Yay! Is that, you ordered it last? Did you order it when I used it, Pauline? Just been to WH Smith, not a single card, really? God, ours has got tons. Got shelves full of craft magazines in the Plymouth one. Well, last time I went in there, it was always a good selection, unless they've changed it. I don't think so though. Afternoon, Jenny. Hey, Rhonda. I'm eagerly awaiting my name's issue. As post to the US takes a while, it's fun to search. I may post to revisit when my issues arrive. Dawn, I saw your reel on the newest treasures. I'm in the US and always thought the car boot was the trunk on your car. Yes, that's what it is. Car boot sale. So imagine it as a trunk sale. People just sell their stuff from the boot of their car. Most people have tables, but back in the day, you literally just opened up the boot of your car and you sell from it. That's exactly what it is. The stencils are really lovely to use. I made a lovely card with them last week. Oh, nice. Well, I'm looking forward to using it. So this is the stamp set. There's also downloadable papers and toppers. So I imagine they're on Craftworld. So if you just go to the website, which that link will take you to anyway, but if you go via that and click on, I think it's downloads tab, isn't it? Or there'll be magazines and then downloads, and you'll see it all there. So yeah, tons, nice little sentiments. What ones we got here? Always in my heart, wrapping you in love at a time when words fall short. I've never read that verse before. That's really nice. I'm here for you always. I'm so very sorry. Thanks for being you. Thankful for your friendship. You are the best ever. With love, take care. Smile. Nice ones. I really like that one though. I have to remember I've got that one because yeah, sometimes it is hard to find the words. And you can see all the toppers here. There's some nice nice bits you can cut out there as well, and they're the papers that you can download. And then a quick flick through. Again, it's nice to see. Let's share a couple of. We're focused just on the cards using the set, and then you've got lots of surprise still with other cards that are in there. But here you can see how just something about blue on cards. I think it's really, really nice. So it's actually making me think I might do a blue card today because I really like that. Love that embossed detail as well. We could use one of my embossing folders and do like a tone on tone or something fun. But you can see how it looks there. Then you've got this version. So this is who I think, is that the lady who's designed these? I think it is. I've never heard of her. Alex Siberia. Yeah, there we go. So this is the lady who's designed this. Is she just? There it is. It's all of yeah. Full coordinating. Yeah, there it is. They're really pretty. She's got ones of little bunnies, other cards that she's done there, really soft. And then you've got these here. I love the mix of the black and white and then some of them coloured as well. So, you know, you don't have to colour everything in, which is nice. That's quite a nice interest on the card, I think. Tons of lovely colourful cards there. And then, let's see what other ones we've got. What's that there? Oh, I was going to say, there's me. What am I talking about? I don't remember doing this one. What else we got? There we go. Got a nice slim line there. Shows you how to use the stencils. Another nice one there. That's heat embossed with gold, which is a nice way to use them as well. Anything else? That's a big middle spread from the actual lady who's designed these. There's usually something else towards the back as well. Let's just have a quick look. There's quite a lot in here. Oh, here we go. So Sarah's done these ones here. She got the circle card. Again, pretty. That's nice. They're all running up the side. Pretty one there as well. I think that's everything. So there is sometimes, yeah, there's usually one on the back. That's another nice one there, really full. So yeah, lots of really pretty cards there. I made the blue card for my brother-in-law and he loved it. Nice. She does some good designs. I'm gonna have to look her up. I made a blue card last night too and was thinking the same thing. It's not, I think that's what it is, isn't it? It's simply that, a colour that's maybe not used a lot in card making. Thank you, Deborah. Very few newsagents getting craft magazines here. I made a blue card, I've done that one. I'm making many bags and boxes from the 3D craft fair next week. After that I make some cards for show so they can order it. I will give a demonstration also. Nice. Have fun. I hope it all goes well. And then this is the latest one. So this arrived yesterday. This is Die Cutting Essentials. Let's just have a quick look because I have no idea what's in this one. Right, what we got here? Oh, it's an open, oh that's pretty. It's an open book die. Giving me tattered, oh it's hunky-dory. I was going to say it's giving me tattered lace vibes. Which was never my thing actually. I was never a tattered lace person. They were way too ornate for me. But this does look quite cute. So it's a nice size die. I think that's going to fit on 6x6 and 5x7 quite nicely. So if you like your paper piecing, you've got loads there. And it gives you a rough idea of how it looks. It's actually really sweet. I do like that. Imagine that on the top of a card. Let's have a little look. I'll give you the measurements. So this is, yeah, 5.5 by 3.5. That's a really good sized die. But you could definitely, if you were to put that on top of a, if we did a 6x6, you could have a big sentiment along the bottom and then this lovely book opening up. I actually think that's really cute. So there you go. We will look at using that at some point. Like I said, that might be, not next week, the week after, but it's a moonstone, one of their moonstone dies. And again, let's just see what they've done with this. Just to give you a little idea. So you've got these ones here, so you can just use it just as it is, or you can start colouring it, piecing it all together. You definitely want to paper piece it. See if someone's done that. Each bit, all individual. Takes time, but the finished result can look really cool. Hi everybody, sorry we're just flipping through a couple of mags and then we're going to get started. So if you want to craft along, don't worry, you've not missed anything. And it's a nice card style that most of you can do today. Here's some more. These are alternative ways to use it. What's that then? A necklace? Okay, necklace. Not what I would have thought, but anyway. I think if you've done it on shrink plastic, like die cut it, and oh no, you can't, can you? It's not a stamp. Anyway, it doesn't look bad, but not. That's definitely not where I thought they were going with that. What's this? A wall hanging? I thought that was more to gift a necklace. I like the bookmark idea. That's been laminated, so that's quite clever. And then that's nice to actually put it on a box as, like, you know, if you were gifting something inside or a book or something. So that's quite sweet. Nobody paper pieced, like properly paper pieced it. I guess that's kind. See, that's just backed. But I mean, actually, all the pieces you cut and just stick it all back in again. Maybe that's why no one's done it, because it takes so long. And then you ink all the individual pieces as well. It can look really, really nice. What's that there? Have to get a centimetre ruler. All the measurements are metric. My brain went out. Yeah, I don't know why mags still use centimetres, to be fair, because most card makers, we work in inches. and we buy 6x6 and 5x7 card blanks. So you're already starting off with Imperial, with the card blank. And when we sell things, we say it will fit a 5x7 or a 6x6. We're always using the Imperial for that. I still submit Imperial when I do my mag commissions, so I don't know, I haven't checked to see if they're converting it their end or if they are just writing it down, but I guess there's still some people that prefer metric. I mean, to be fair, it's what I had when I was a little girl, but for some reason, yeah, Imperial was before that. I guess I've just always done Imperial. I think it's just from card making. These are pretty. That's been paper pieced. Who's this? Emma did it. And it does, you just really notice a difference with a paper piece. I love that. I think that's really pretty. So you can see the difference from when something's paper pieced to just placing the card behind. You see all of the details so much more. I like the way she's cut that little extra piece out as well. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a fun fold or something. I think it could work quite well on an easel, actually. I think that's quite a sweet card. That's nice as well. That really stands out. She's inked and cut and inked all the different layers on that. That's actually, I prefer that, I think, in terms of the overall look. I think that's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, you take the time with it. I think it's actually a really, really lovely die. Sam, are you going to be doing a tutorial for the star triangle card that Gemma... I won't do any cards that Gemma's made. Gemma will do those, so you have to ask Gemma Leanne. They're her cards. She's got her own YouTube channel, so if you send her a message or comment on a video or something, I'm sure she'll get back to you. It's really nice, actually, just plain as well. That's another nice, just layered up. So like I said, that's the one we'll probably look at in a couple of weeks time. And yeah, if you're watching this back, so it's issue 131. This has just arrived to subscribers, so you might not see it in stores straight away. Give it a few days and then it might start going into the stores. I use both sometimes. Yeah, I guess occasionally I might have used a centimetre. Yeah, I think I have done in old videos before. Sometimes it might just fit a bit better. Looks like it's quilled. What did I miss, Carol? What did you say to say that? It's very pretty too. I'm so late getting lunch today. Just sat down for a king prawn, lettuce and mayo, seeded brown. Oh, nice. Yeah, see, I love seafood, so I'd eat that. Chili Perth. Hey, Leanne. 9 PM here. Hey, Rita. Hey, Tess. Sorry if I missed you. Are you okay for people to sell cards made with your designs? Yeah, we've got the full angel policy, so you can make, I think it's still something like 200, and then you have to change something, and then you can sell another 200. As long as you're not photocopying, reprinting, making packs of ephemera with reprints and stuff like that, then you won't get stung by any trading standards at fairs and stuff, because they will look at the copyright. That's who picks it up, is your trading standards. They'll ask you if you've got the license for the product, for the images, but when it's a physically made card, that's fine, all good to go. Hey, Natalie. Right, so what we're going to do today is a flip-flap card. Not made one for ages, dead easy to make. That's how it will fold and sit in your envelope. So I've done a 7x7 size because I wanted this big center for, like I said, the bird there. And then when you open it up, you've got, so that's your front. And then when they open it, and this is how you'd have it displayed. So you can have it displayed like that, or they could fold that back and then have it like so. So it's up to them. But yeah, that's your flip-flap card. So you've got your space. You could have there to, you know, have your space for your message on that bit because that's hidden. So I'm going to do a separate matte layer there. And then I might do a smaller matte layer just there. So you don't see any of that. And then when you flip it, all of it will be at the back, those two panels. But you have this one big panel on the front. I'm just going to have pattern paper around the sides. I think it'll look really nice. So if you want to craft along, you want to get yourself a piece of 11x7 cardstock. Now, I think I want a coloured cardstock and then do a white to stamp on. So I quite like the thought of doing the blue. So I think, oh, mind you though, this is the, see, this is the little, so that blue is really nice, but I'm not, I said it when I got it, they've slacked on the quality of this new lot. And there's lots of, it's very chalky feel. If you've got it, you know, if you've had the old ones, it's quite cloudy, like blotchy. It was never like that. And I found it really cracks. So I'm going to try with this one. We'll see how it goes. I might otherwise have to, let's just see if I've got another. Could do slightly different. Oh, let's see, that could be nice as well. See, I haven't got any deep, we're back again, aren't we? No, not got any deep navy. It's got to be a deep navy as well. I think that's what really like makes an impact. I'll try it with this just to show you. We'll see what it does. For mats and layers, I think it's fine, but for actual card folds, maybe a simple just card blank. But if you're going to do things like this, I think it might have problems. Let's have a little look again. What did I say? 11 by 7. And it's a shame because it's still the same price, but I don't think it's never intended for card makers when they've done this. It's more for kids' crafts, you know. But us card makers picked it up very early on and thought, hang on a minute, this is a really good card stock. So I'm going to do it on this first because this can be, you know, a template again as I'm talking it through with you all. So piece of 11 by 7. And first of all, you're going to score at 4.5 and 6.5, but just down to 1 inch. Now again, if you want, you can make that deeper. So if you don't want to have, you know, a bigger section here and you want to have bigger sides here, then bring it down a little bit more. But it will, oh no, the rest of everything else I do will kind of be the same anyway. But you want to just score down, so 4.5 and 6.5, just down to 1 inch. So I'm actually just going to line this up here. So you can line your ruler up at the 1 inch there across and just score down, like so. And flip it and do the same. Again, 4.5 and 6.5, just down to that 1 inch. Okay. And then you want to pop it on the short side, and you want to score at 1 and 6 down to those. So 1 and 6. So you join those score lines that you just done, and then flip it and do 1 and 6 again. And I'm just going to go back over, make sure those score lines are all facing the same way. Those are all correct. Okay. And then you want to score, so put it back along the long side, and you're going to score at 2 1/4, but you're going to miss the first 1 inch section. So just hover your stylus down until you get to that 1 inch, and then score down to the other 1 inch, or the other score line. That's at 2 1/4. And then it was 8 3/4. So again, just miss that bit and then join up the 2 score lines. Does anybody want me to go back over that again? That's live watching now. Put a thumbs up. I see a few. I'll go back over it. I've done that one. Hannah, I've done that one. Morning, Rosalie. Gillian, yes, the new card paper is not the same. No, I agree. We'll have to look for that. May have 2 from Hunky Dory. I'm making a card with the new little stickers at the moment. It cracks, and it cracks dreadful. I bought 6 pads before I realised. Yeah, I did kind of mention it early on because I knew people were going to go out, and but a lot of people, you'd already gone and got them before. Yeah, you can spritz with a bit of water as well. Afternoon, Sarah. Need a die for this. Yes, please. So piece of 11 by 7, and you're going to score at 4.5 along. This is along the long side. 4.5 and 6.5. But you only want to score down to 1 inch. So just use your side here. So down 1 inch, down 1 inch. Flip it over, and again down 1 inch, down 1 inch. And then pop it on the short side, and you're going to score at 1 inch and 6 inches down to the bottom of that score line that you would have just done. So you will just join up. Okay, and then flip and do the same, 1 and 6, just down to the bottoms of those other score lines, and then pop it back along the long side again. and you're going to score at 2 1/4, but you're going to miss the top and the bottom 1 inch sections. You're just scoring between, so just hover your stylus over there and then score, and that's at 2 1/4, and then do the same again at 8 3/4. Okay, that's it. The original paper is 11 by 14. 11 by 14. Do you mean this? This is 11 by 7. We would never do 14 unless you mean the Lidl cardstock. But that's 16 by 9, I think. That's A3 or something, is it? I'm confused what you're asking, Brian. I think it's this piece. Okay, so then we need to do a bit of cutting. So take your cutting knife and you're going to cut all of this section. So you want to cut down to there and then around there. So you're just cutting this kind of frame here. You don't actually need these score lines. We could rub them out, but we're going to cover them with pattern paper and mats and layers and stuff anyway. So I'm going to just pop my knife in here and just score down. That's why I like using the trimmer now, because it's just so easy to keep that line nice and straight. And then on the short side, just cut straight down. Before you cut, anybody help out Brian? I'm not sure what's being asked there. The original paper 11, but yeah, I've said this is 11 by 7. Before you cut, I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. Morning, Karen. Okay, so now we've got this piece all cut out, and then you just want to have one that folds back and one that way, or you can do that way and then that one can go under. It's entirely up to you. How did I do that one? That way, yeah, so that way, and that's your flip. It's not too bad. It's all fluffy on the edges. It just doesn't feel like quality card anymore, which is a shame. Sorry, the piece of paper you cut down, yeah, 11 by 7. What was that then? That just flashed up there. Yeah, 11 by 7. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just go around and trim these fluffy bits, I guess, because I like the colour. You can see, you just look at all the bits it leaves in you. Yeah, I'm using it because of the colour, but I'm not happy with the quality of it. It just used to be so good. Why did they mess that up? Probably because it was cheaper to produce, I guess. Right, so I'm just going to try and tidy up. It's actually worthwhile just trimming any kind of score lines that you might have away anyway, just so you've got it a bit neater. It's just that little slither. Again there. And then, yeah, it's not too bad. There's a bit of cracking there. You can run a little bit of like glue. As long as it's not a tacky glue, just on your finger, and you can rub a little bit of glue over. So I might do that just to stop it. I will do a YouTube video for this style as well. I've already got others on there. I've already done it in a 6x6. What else did I do? I think I've done a double. I'm sure I did a double with some birds or something on it. So you could start with a piece of A4. Yes, A4 is 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. And letter size is 11 by 8 1/2. So either you shouldn't have any issues with. I wouldn't know what other card you would have outside of that. This is an Aldi Sorry, not Aldi. This is Lidl cardstock and it's rubbish. Don't waste your money. Sorry, gotta go. We'll catch up later. No problem, Jeanette. Yeah, I wouldn't waste your money on it unless you want it for just mats and layers. I think that's all it's decent for. But yeah, otherwise it's not. So there we go. So that is the flip flap. So you can see how that's going to go like so. I might even have to go in here a little bit as well. And just take a few of those fluffy bits off. Usually it's your trimmer if it's blunt, but this is literally the card. You could have a brand new blade and it will still make it all fluffy. Once I get some mats and layers on this, it should strengthen it as well. It doesn't feel as strong either. Has anybody else thought it's not? That old really felt like it was over 300 GSM. I've got 4 pallets. A close look at it. If you've had the other one, Sarah, then you'll definitely know. You'll definitely feel a difference. I'm doing double SAM right now, live SAM and tutorial SAM. It's oh gosh, surely that's not a good thing. That's horrible. Double SAM. Right, so now we can start to decorate. And I want to do mats and layers, so I think I might do silver and then white layers that are embossed, because I'm going to have a white, obviously, image like the front of the card there, and then this is going to be our big design inside here. So I think silver and the blue will look nice. I know I've still got plenty of silver. It's the gold that I was low on, so we can use that one. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Where are we? I've got 4 on that one. I didn't get any and was upset I never made it there. No, I didn't. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yes, thank you. It's early here. My brain has trouble processing. I'll have a look in a bit. I don't make many cuts at the moment. Like I said, mats and layers, you'll be fine with it. I'd use a guillotine rather than a trimmer. I brought 4 of the paper pads last time, but not used it yet, so I should see how it cuts. No, I haven't, Celine. That's a very nifty cut on the card. Love the way it flips. Yeah, check out flip cards. There's loads, tons and tons. You'll get lots of inspiration on YouTube, Pinterest, all that lot. It's just arrived. Oh, this magazine that's what's pinned, Yvonne. That's the pinned link. That'll take you straight to the magazine. Okay, so we want to cut ourselves. So we do all the mats and layers first. So you're going to do, this is just under 5 because I've trimmed that little edge around. So, but I'm still going to do 4 3/4 for your main big section by 6 1/4. 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. See all that glue under there that's dry, I've got to clean that off. So that is going to go in the middle, and then we'll have a nice layer of card. I'm going to have to use, oh, I'm running low. I'm waiting for my order of that. Okay, so I'm going to get this stuck down as I go, and then we know where we are, because it'll be a different one for the other side. So this is for your main kind of image piece. Just be careful with any mirrored card and a solvent glue, because it can, you know, remove the coating of the mirrored card. So don't go too mad on the edges, and just kind of place it down first to let the glue wrap, and then push it down a bit more in a bit, but just yeah, don't go too mad. There we go. And then I think you could do a C shape, you know, mat on there if you want, but I can't be bothered working out all the measurements, so I'm going to do individual. So we're going to do, so you'll need 2, 4, and then the other side 6. So you're going to need 8 pieces of 4 1/4 by 3/4. So 4 1/4, and then 3/4. Oh, your new chair? No. For those in the USA, I've seen lots of crafters posting about paper pads at Ollie's. I've never heard of that store, but folks are raving about it. Oh, let us know then, guys. Go shop at Ollie's. I went to Aldi today, so hopefully get some more of their paper pad holographic. Oh, I've never seen that. Oh, I have to have a look, Pauline, because I've not seen that. In the middle of Lidl. Never brought paper from there, so it won't bother. It was brilliant before, Carol. But yeah, sad. That's the effort. Don't tell my daughter, but I've stolen a set of index cards on a book ring from her room to use for card directions. Is it stealing them? No. And if she's not using them, she'll miss them anyway. Okay, so 8 pieces that are 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we get all the mats and layers, get everything on, and then we can do some nice decorating. What are we all been up to anyway? How's your weekend? What's your week been like so far? Is anybody crafting along? 2, 4, 6. Get them all cut. Yes, all right. Stick those down. It could be a haul. Yeah, it could be dangerous. Is it a new chain then? Is it that's opened in the US? Is it like a pound? You know, your pound dollar stores, things like that. Oh, what do you think so far, Sarah? That's my favourite one out of the 3. It's the 1883. In fact, I like them in order that they come out. But I'm not. I still haven't watched and finished the latest one though, the newest one with Kevin Costner. It is good, but it's just not. It's not gripping me like the other 2 ones did. I'm looking forward to 1923 season 2. That should be good. But I've been watching. I finished Waterfront, and it was quite graphic, but it was really good. I did enjoy watching that. And what else? Oh, I've just been watching tons of Garden Rescue and Love Your Garden on YouTube. It's just helping me get this garden, you know, designing my own garden. So no crafting size the rest of your dental treatment required. Well, they have an offer on just $6.50. Oh God. Oh no. So yeah, touch wood. Monty is he's all good. He's in good health right now. I'd like it to stay that way. I was crafting this morning with some ATCs. Gosh, I've not heard that, or people, I guess it's still very much a thing, but I'm not crafting this afternoon, just watching you, Samara. What do you do with your ATCs? Do you swap them, or do you just keep them in? I know there's those folders and files and things, isn't there? Gosh, ATCs. I did a little bit of that many years ago. Department Q is a good watch. Okay, I watched the Old Guard 1 and 2. Yeah, I've seen that one. Not watched it. I've seen it advertised. And I tried watching this new whimsical. Oh gosh, again that name's completely thrown. But it was too dark for me. I couldn't get into it, so I skipped it. Right, I'm going to go back to this side. These ones here. You're going to want 4 pieces of 2 by 4 3/4 again. Can that one go in there? Yes. So 4 pieces. Oh, that one might like. I am in department Q now, and it's good so far. Are you? Yeah, is that in the UK? Because I know sometimes people recommend things, unless you've got a VPN. Our Netflix is different from country to country. Because there's been a few suggestions before, and I've looked for them, and I can't get it here. I'm looking forward to Halloween season, because not that I'm wishing the summer away, because I'm very much enjoying it, but there's some really good horrors on their way. Yeah, still got to go and watch, although it's going to end up being on TV now, and that's Final Destination, and there's another one as well I wanted to watch. It's on our Netflix. Okay, I shall have a look. I'm just carefully sticking it all down, because this glue does, you have a good, I'd say a good like 5-10 minutes before it's really, depending on how thick you've laid it, but before it's really stuck. Slow that one down a bit more now. Okay, then we want to do these bits, so you're going to want 4 pieces that are 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Again, I always like to say hi to those that are listening in work, because I know, I don't know what I'm waving, but there's quite a few of you who have office jobs and you have your headphones in and you listen. So thank you for listening and looking up every now and then when you're allowed. Forgot what day it was. Hiya. Yeah, it's Wednesday. The sewing bee look. Yes, because it's been quite late in saying if they were going to be doing it, isn't it? I'm looking forward to it though. I love the sewing bee. Now, if you want, you can do one big panel and then do the layers on top of that little, you know, separate, not little. But I think I'm going to do both sections separate. I just think it might look a little bit different, because I quite want that front one to be framed on its own. So we'll see. Sam, can I borrow your dad as I need help in my garden? Well, actually, you can borrow me, Sarah, because, you know, my dad does do a lot, but he's actually, all he did was mix the cement and sand. But I laid and I've dug and done everything. I will always credit my dad, but the garden, it's actually me. I have and am doing all of that. So far I'm pleased. There's been one little change, and that is the wooden frame around the patio I've actually removed, and the sleepers are being reused for the step, because I sadly did have a slight puddling with the patio. I must have got the level just went, or maybe one of the stones shifted or the slab shifted slightly when it was setting. Anyway, I did get a little bit of puddling in the corner and it was bugging me, and then I thought, well, I want a sleeper step. The grass was always meant to kind of go over the surround of the patio anyway. You were never meant to see that frame. So I thought I might as well just take it out. So I have. So I've taken it out, mud right up, and then there will be lawn right up to the, you know, patio. Hey Cheryl from Arkansas, thank you for joining. Hey Joanne, 64. Yeah, just hit the cross on the chat. Come out of the chat, guys, and give me a thumbs up. All you people watching. I know, it's gardening work is a whole nother ball game. Right, so this is, I think I want it to be that way, and then it will reveal the big image. So if you want to do it like me, you're going to want to cut yourself a piece of 4 1/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to have a separate, you know, could have a nice big happy birthday, you know, with a little bird there. And then I'm going to do a thin like this, just underneath there. This section is where I'm going to write my message, so it's hidden. I think that's going to work. So it gives you a different look when you take it out of the envelope, and then when you flip it, you'll see the big image. But you could just do it one big piece, like I said. Okay, and then this one will be 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, look at that. Just the right length. So I'll probably write my message that way, because you've got the length. Oh, a little bit too long. Do I not cut that down? Oh, here's a bit long. There we go. Yeah, that works. I might just do a little bit more, just because I think I cut a little bit wonky when I trimmed that one down. That's better. The middle, this piece here, this is 4 1/4 by 4 3/4. I've been watching Computer a Bit Wonky, would not allow me to comment. Hey Cappy. I am off to watch Tina Turner tonight at the theatre. Anybody seen Tina Turner? Yeah, I think that works quite nicely. Happy with that. Like I said, I think I'm going to do white layers all over it, but embossed. Because we're going to have the colour with all the flowers and the bird, and I want that to really draw you in. And I could always have, you've got to be careful which way it flips, how you decorate. So you could have something like there, but that would flip that way, so you're probably best, well, we'll play around when we get to that anyway, but oh, it's all making my eyes go funny. Okay, so that's all of those layers. Let's pop this back. And then we'll cut, yeah, I guess we'll cut all the white now as well, because I need to do the big piece. So we're starting here again. So my area where I'm going to be stamping, you want to cut yourself a piece of 6 by 4 1/2. Use this card, I think. I'll have to use a card blank because I haven't got any big enough pieces. So what did I say that was? 6. What did I say it was? 4 1/2 by 6. So that's a nice big section there. That could be just a big sentiment. I think the ladies in the hot tub or something would look quite fun on that. I haven't seen Tina but loved her. If there is a reincarnation, I want Tina's legs next to go around. I saw Tina Turner in concert in Sheffield in 1995. Oh, I bet. I know it's a C word, but already thinking of idea. You can say it. We've been making lots of Christmas cards, so it's okay. The garden is looking fab. You're doing wonders. Thank you, Carol. I hope you will post Sarah. Oh, with all the cards, need space 6 by 6. Ideas of how to do my Christmas advent cards, and I need space 6 by 6. I did them last Christmas and everyone loved them. Thanks, Karen. Okay, and then you're going to want, so 4 pieces of 1 3/4 by 4.5. Yep, they look good. Now, what embossing folder should I use? That's the next question. So we've got those. Then we want 8 pieces that are 1/2 by 4. 1/2 by 4. Oh, bye, Min. Tiny, but I think embossed they're going to look lovely. So next year is my year to do crazy bucket list things. Parasailing. Oh, I love it. Happy birthday as well. Hope you've had fun celebrating. Sounds like you'll be doing more of that next year then. Said if you've got, you know, the opportunities to do it, then you definitely should. Most of the life's going to be spent doing all the mats and layers. Actually, I might make this as a thank you card because I need some more. And I can use my big die. It's those 8. Then you want 4 pieces that are 1/2 by 1.5. 1.5. What else do I need? I need those off. And we need these 2. So then you want a piece of 4 by 4.5. And then a piece of 1.5 by 4.5. And that is all of the mats and layers. Okay, now to emboss, I only want to emboss everything apart from those, so all of these bits here. So we'll do that next. I spent the weekend having fun with my son at Key West. Oh, I bet. I'd love to go there. I have a couple of them. Tez brought them as off to 80s Festival next weekend. Oh, what's that? Just charged up my new neck fan. It's needed. Oh, yeah, I've got a little handheld one. Sam, have you got your charger in today? Yes. Yeah. we're all sorted. It's a bit noisy, but when I'm gardening I might keep those horrible horseflies. Oh right, I get you. Yeah, I got bit by a horrible horsefly a few weeks ago. I don't remember it really happening at the time, but it was huge on the side of my top of my thigh. Massive, proper reaction to it. And it's the itching. Oh, I took antihistamine and everything, which did soothe it, but it was awful. And it's there, it lingers for ages as well. Right, what embossing folder did anybody say? Let's see, let's just put that back. Did anybody say? No, none of you. I asked you a question and none of you have said. Bubbles. Oh, we use the bubbles so much. Leaves. Oh, leaves. And it's a 3D one. And it would go very nicely with the birds. I like it. Oh, hang on a minute though. Didn't I? I think I've still left that with Mum. Well, she's still got it because she has got my triple tier, by the way. And I think she's got that leaf one. Yeah, damn it. Could do the brick wall though. Brick wall would look nice as a backdrop. I do love that one. Or the wood grain. I do brick wall. I've not used that one for a long time. But yeah, Mum has the leaf one. I need to get that from her. Right, we'll do this one. Star. No, we're not doing a Christmas card. No Christmas cards for a minute. Right, I'll do these little bits first because I need to make sure this all stays lined up. Those little bits will be a bit fiddly because I need to make sure they stay in straight. It's the only thing with this, if you're doing individual bits, you need to make sure you're spot on with the placement. That looks pretty good. Right, let me set up my machine. Such a nice day again. So pretty. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's going to be just the right backdrop actually. Right, over the right way. And then I know I could fit these all on in one go, but I think I'm just going to do a few at a time because I don't want them to shift on the folder. So I'll do this half first and I'll do the other half. Don't want them to all be like exactly the same, but as long as they're straight. No. Brick wall or the brick. Yeah, I do like the brick wall too. Brick walls are Sarah. Linen would have been nice as well. The Tour de France is coming within 3 miles of me. So, oh, you're going to go and watch? I'd love to see the speed of that, you know, shoot past. I don't remember it hugely, but the Isle of Wight it was the Isle of Wight Grand Prix. Oh, see, that one shifted. And they speed past you. Is it the Isle of Wight? I remember we were somewhere and they were speeding past us. Maybe it was something else. That's all worked nicely. Ones. yeah, I can imagine. It's the same with like watching the Grand Prix, Formula One, you know, seeing them speed past you. I think when I was in Malaysia one year, it was on. I'm sure we had the opportunity to go, but for one reason or another it didn't happen, but they do the Malaysia Grand Prix. Okay. Oh, look at that. That last one, he just shifted a little. Typical. Every single one's dead straight, and then that one. And it does really stand out if you have it stay that way. Right, let me grab a bit of scrap. What was that? 3/4 by 1.5. I just want to get to the fun bit. I want to start doing the stenciling and the inking. Get these stuck down. I'm going to use double-sided tape. We saw it in Brighton years ago. You stand for hours. I know you do. That's so true. It's literally like whoosh. And unless you've got a really good camera, you're not going to get much either. I think it's just, yeah, it's the experience and the atmosphere as well. But yeah, I get it. It's it's so fast. It's hilarious. Yes, the cycle very fast, but everything around was so nice. Tonight, England, the Netherlands, UK ladies football. Can't you just run back through again and it will emboss? It's already printed though, it's embossed, isn't it? So you'd lose it. I've never gone back over something that's embossed. You'll never get the exact again, because it's already left the print. It's fine, it didn't take long to do anyway. Alright. Mammoth sticking session now. Getting this all in place. Do all this front and then flip it over. This is just 1/2 inch wide tape, so I need to make sure I get it spot on. What am I missing? Sorry, I've got so much. When I'm stamping and sat down, it's easier to keep up with the chat, but because I'm cutting and doing all these bits, I had to refresh the live, it wouldn't let me comment. Probably all that spamming you did earlier. It's flagged you. I have cut after I embossed, not before. I have some pieces that I've cut down for the cards. Smo says you could put a gem on it. Yeah, so for anybody joining, you might think, oh, that's a bit of a boring card. Right now, we're just building the background for what is hopefully going to turn out to be a very colourful card. Or striking, at least. Just want this backdrop. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, those are being stamped, so I don't need those. Such a hot day. I think we've got another heat wave coming now. Just in time for the weekend, which will be nice. Who's got any holidays coming up? Anybody going abroad? I can't wait for next year because I am going to a beach. Getting myself on a plane and I'm going away for 2 weeks somewhere. Don't know where, but I am. And I think me and my mum and sister are going to do a river cruise as well. So we've got some fun things next year. This year I just, with Nan and still loads of stuff with the house, I thought it's best to not do anything that takes me out of the country and save a bit of money and keep it, you know, for the house and stuff. So I'm looking forward to next year. Some cocktails. Oh, I can't wait already. And then I can come home to a nice finished house, you know. Right, last few bits. My hubby used my heat gun the other night and it just blew out the wire when he was using it. I wasn't in the room at the time. Oh gosh, is he all right? Insured. My friend and I are off to the Isle of Wight in September. Oh, I love the Isle of Wight. Lots of my childhood memories are the Isle of Wight. No holiday for me this year, having a proper roof put on. Look at, yes, those boring things we've got to do, isn't it? Amsterdam in September and boyfriend booked Portugal for April next year. It was a surprise. How lovely. Somewhere I've never been, Portugal. In fact, I've not been to Amsterdam either. All the places I've been around the world, and I haven't been to Amsterdam, which is on our doorstep. And Portugal, really, because that's just straight down, isn't it? Oh, we'll have fun. That'd be lovely. Too hot for me when we're going late September to Udinese, Turkey. I've been there, Laura. I went there in 2000 and I could say 2005. Yeah, about 2005, I reckon. Me and my best friend. It was hilarious. Apparently it's changed a lot though from that time. But yeah, we had so much fun. And there was a waiter at our hotel, it was called Hussein or Hussan. He was hilarious. But every day I would order nearly every day I would order a tuna jacket potato, and he used to laugh and he used to say, by like the fourth day he'd answer for me, he'd go, tuna jacket potato, in like his Turkish twang. And then he used to be quite loud and like flamboyant, and he'd be like, every day she order tuna jacket potato, like this he'd be saying. And just all the time. And he was like, yeah, it was just hilarious. You know when you just get those like people that you always remember. I've got a picture somewhere in some album of him with me and my friends. So Amsterdam is such a nice city too. You'd love it. Yeah, my mum and dad are going to go. Mum really wants to, you know, do Anne Frank's house and the tulips and the windmills and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'll let them go and then see what they recommend. Just been to West Wales. Luckily missed the heat wave last. Oh, my dad's in Wales at the moment. He's there for a week kayaking. Got the perfect weather. Always amazes me for you. All the places are a hop, skip and a jump. For you and for us in the States is a very long, tedious flight. Yeah, but then when we want to do Far East Asia, Europe's fine, but anything past that is a long hog for us as well. Australia. If I want to go to LA, wow. So it's all relevant to where we are, really, isn't it? It's everywhere's far away. I want to go to Wales in the summer with my daughter. Just seeing some friends. Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds lovely. Right. I think now I'm ready to sit down and do some decoration. And use these lovely stencils. So, for anybody joining, we're making a flip-flap card. We've just done all the mats and layers. So it will be, oh, hang on a minute, I'm confused myself now. That way. So that's the front of the card, we can take it out of the envelope. So we're going to have a nice sentiment with one of the bird designs there. And then you're going to flip it open to reveal the big image here. And then this is for the other piece underneath. I think we'll start with this first, and I don't know what to do. Oh, Australia's like a 24-hour flight for us, it's miles away. Right, let's leave all that to one side. If you want to see tulips go in spring, oh no, it's the same for us here, tulip season. Same as Japan for the cherry blossom, that's in May. Of course, for Texans just getting out of Texas is I can imagine. I think you can get the UK into Texas a fair few times. Hopefully Spain to visit, mate. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Spain. Can't go wrong with Spain. Hey, Jeanette. Oh, no, really. Oh, anything like that, it just goes through me. Oh, gives me shivers. Right. Stamping pack on. Now, I have to cut all of it out because it doesn't come with dies, so I don't know whether I need to use the stamps. I'm tempted to just use the stencils, but do layered, whereas I cut the pieces out and layer it. I need to look at the magazine. There's a few. See, that is just stenciled and I love it. I love the softness of it, whereas that's got the outline of the dies. Let's go to that blue card, which is what's inspired me to do blue today. See, that one she's stamped and then inked. Actually, she's coloured that in. Yeah, she's not even used the stencils. So there's that option as well. Maybe we do that then, because that'd be easier. So I can have, yeah, see, I picture having like a flower kind of there, just overhanging slightly, because you can still flip that around and that flower would still complement the design. Right, let's use this. Yeah, I think we'll do that then. Right, so a little branch. Yeah, we'll stamp everything and then I'll cut it all out with fussy cut and build it all up that way. So we can do lots of leaves. What sentiment? I said thanks, didn't I? Smile, take care. I'll play around with that in a minute. So I'm going to stamp them on this piece, cut them out, stick them on that piece. Ooh. Oh my, how can that make that sound? It's only paper. Oh. I thought there was a bit of metal on there. Sorry if that went through anybody then, that was horrible. So, I only want to stamp the bird once, but I'm going to stamp all these bits a few more times, because that's what I want to build up. Yeah, that was horrible. Sorry. Might need to stamp this a couple of times first, because sometimes I don't grab the ink so well first time around. Oh, not too bad. That one. Need that one. Horrible noise, wasn't it? So do one more big flower, so that's 3, and one more small actually. This won't take long to colour in at all anyway, it's all pretty easy stuff. With the fussy cutting that take time again. Someone's playing their music now. Got a car garage just down the road from me, so and there's a car showroom as well. I thought sometimes you can hear them. One more big one. I don't know what that is. Very lively during the day, which I like. I like all the hustle and bustle around me, and then it just goes really quiet in the evenings. Right, I think that is plenty. I think that is going to be, plus the sentiments, I think that is, yeah, going to be plenty to decorate it all. Bring you in a bit closer. Those stamps are cute, they are, aren't they? Very sweet. So did you decide? No, I've not had a chat. I did a couple of videos this morning asking people to help me decide, really. So, and I'm busy tonight, so I won't re-look at it and think about it again now till tomorrow. Again, where did that one go? So I really like the colours she's used. Yeah, I think we're kind of follow that. I think it looks really nice. We'll do the green leaves first because that's nice and easy. I've got my little green combo that I like to use. Spectrum, that one, isn't it? Sorry, got all the noises today. Must be in this one. That's the lime green. I'm going to whiz through this, so bear with me. Try and get a lot of this base colour down. Do all the shading separately. Oh, sorry guys. Different ways, now it's not doing it. This is going to look very pretty. I might do the flowers yellow though, because I just think there's so much white already on the card, doing white flowers as well. But I think yellow and blue looks really nice together. So do like a soft yellow. Blend it all in a minute. Again, I'm just going to go around and lay it all down. Sorry, I probably lost so much of the chat. We went to boot sale this morning. I got some really wide double-sided tape, 50p roll man. What boot sales do you have on a Wednesday? We don't have anything. We have a few down in Cornwall, but they're really miles away, but we don't have any midweek ones, not local to me. You probably have them every day, don't you? My Nat, to be fair, in Portsmouth, they have quite a few. They have like midweek ones. I think bigger cities and more connected kind of cities tend to offer a lot more like that. We don't. Sundays, that's it. I know there's a Nuki one. There used to be one, I don't know if it still goes, one at Summer Court in Cornwall. That was always a good one. I don't know if we get many crafters from Cornwall. Are there anybody? Even if you watch this on replay, let me know if you're from Cornwall. There must be. There must be crafters in Cornwall. It's a smaller paper boot sale. Proper boot sale on Wednesday, Sunday is the big one. Oh, okay. Oh, Carol, you're in Truro. I love Truro. I love Truro. I don't know if you've heard me talk about my ex then, because I was with him for about 6-7 years, and he is from, well, used to be from, they had a farm in Probus. Oh, goes the doorbell. 2 secs, guys, sorry. Sorry, all done. Yeah, who's there? No, it's just a delivery. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Cornwall. Yeah, and then his parents moved to Grandpound Road. But I was always down there. Always. Used to have some fun nights out in Truro. They were surfers as well, so we were always used to go to Holywell Bay a lot. Yeah, obviously over to the north coast and everything. Wouldn't be alive without an interview, no. Right. So yeah, we'll do all the flowers the same, but I want like a soft yellow really. It's not bad. That is green bice. What have we got here? Light yellow. That's nice. I think I like that. I'll go with that one. This is the light yellow blend. Hey Caroline. I've been interrupted a couple of times by the door. Yeah. I'm Cornwall. 7 months of the year. Does that count? Yeah. Have you got a caravan then? Or have you got another home, holiday home, when you come down? What does she do? The middle's blue. I could do that, I guess. Why not? I've got to go. Granddaughter called. No problem, Simone. Take care. I always like colouring in with yellow because I think it's very forgiving. Because you can't really see when you like go over the edges and stuff. Yes, I have a static in lieu. Oh, nice, lovely. Many childhood holidays in lieu. Had a few dates in lieu as well. It's quite a good place to go for a date. I think most of my ex-boyfriends, we've had dates in lieu. Fish and chips, walk along the, down to the beach. It's a good dating hotspot. Grab an ice cream. But then the Hoe is as well where I live. Had lots of first dates on the Hoe. Sound like a right one, I'm not at all. But before I met my ex-husband, I had 13 dates through Plenty of Fish app, and most of them started on the Plymouth Hoe. They probably thought, there's that girl again, the different man. I should have known then, unlucky it was number 13 as well. It was doomed from the start. No, I'm only joking. I did have quite a happy marriage. It was only later in the years. I'm making your multi-step accordion card sound, but I'm doubling it to make it even bigger because it has to be out. Yeah, go big or go home, we say. Lou is so pretty, it is lovely. And it's nice off season as well. I do go down there more when there's no tourists. And like the winter time, Christmas time and stuff, and it's just the locals and the pubs and stuff. It's really nice. But there is an atmosphere with the holiday season, but it's just a bit too. And you always get a few that ruin it as well. But otherwise, it's generally really nice. Polperro as well. Polperro off season. It's a lovely little sleepy fishing village. All of them are. Foy, Mevagissey, St Ives. They're all really nice out of season. Very lucky to have it on my doorstep. Yeah, it was early November and we were blown off the beach, but it was Amanda, I love the wiper card, but no matter how many times I do it, it still takes me forever to figure it out. Yeah, it's one of those cards that even I struggle with the wiper card. The amount of lives I've done, we've had quite a lot of laughs with them. Sticking it in the wrong way. But when you get it right, it's a great card. Yeah, I think these look nice with little blue centres in them actually. You can see I'm really not doing anything with care with the yellow colouring in, because it is very, like I said, quite forgiving. I live in the Midlands and forgot what the sea looks like. Yeah, you're quite far, aren't you? Because you're so centralised. What would be your closest beach then? Would it be Wales? Like the north coast of Wales? Would be, wouldn't it? I don't know. Depends what side of Birmingham, I guess, or the Midlands you're in. I guess if you're more west side, then you go over to Wales. If you're more east coast, then you go over. What would that be like? Is that up with like Portsmouth? That side, coastline? I'm trying to picture my map now. Sam, with your lawn, will you have striped? Will you have striping? Or stepping stones through it? Just thinking of you get. I don't know yet. They're going after anyway, because I'll just cut the lawn out where I think they're going to go. I'm not that 100% with committing to stepping stones yet, but I know I will need some kind of walkway. But I'd rather lay all the lawn, and then I can always then add that in at a later date. It's just too many like decisions that I've got to make over this garden, and I'm not stressing, but I am a little bit like, you know, because it's such a lot of back-breaking, like heavy work, like, and I've got to order things in, like, you know, sub bases, hardcore, that kind of stuff, and I don't want to get it wrong and then decide, oh, I didn't want it there, and move it somewhere else. So yeah, you will see. It'll be something leading off the step as it comes up anyway. But how that will look, I don't know. A bit of a darker blue, maybe that was a bit better. Needs to pull out the blue in the cardstock. I think it's going to work nice. It ties in, that's better. That's the same blue as the cardstock. The royal blue is a good match if you do have some of this little card, because I want these colours for the bird. So I like the way she's got it nestled in like so. I'll colour that stem in, but whether I use it. That's not the right one. Let's do our little birdie. So what's she got? She's got a darker blue. I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to do light blue. I like the yellow. That's like a black grey. So I'm going to do all my blue bits the same. That bit. Okay, so do that one, and then just a little bit of shading. I'll blend it all in a second. That's quite sweet. And then the yellow, so she's done this all here. And then the rest of the grey. Right, let's do no, it's not quite right. Let's do that's not bad. I'm adding a little bit of a darker. That is the CG5. And then, yeah, a little bit. There is a darker one again. Yeah, CG9. It's not quite black. It's not too harsh. Yeah, that's cute. And then probably won't end up seeing his feet. I'll just do those. And a little beak. Yeah, I think this is all going to look quite sweet on that card. So once we've got our big sentiment as well. I'd love to move to the coast. Not sure where I get. I can't move yet because of hubby's job. Oh, there's so many lovely areas. I'm using a smooth 300 GSM cardstock. I'm in Ramsgate, Kent, so I'm next to the sea. It's lovely. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Pretty flowers. Thank you. Weston-super-Mare is the nearest. Oh, is it? Okay. It's not Weston-super-Mare. It's a bit. Is it not a bit of a dump now? Apologies for any. Again, it's somewhere on holidays, but I've heard nothing but bad things about Weston-super-Mare. Don't think it's like it used to be, which sadly is the same. You hear that a lot for a lot of coastal towns, and we've got some down here that are kind of get forgotten, a bit neglected, you know. Right, I've got a bit of a marathon fussy cutting session now, so but it's got to be done. Shouldn't take too long. I want to go and grab another drink, maybe nip to the toilet. You're not going to miss much. I always like to cut everything down. Might die cut a couple of little sprigs as well. For these look nice. Oh, maybe slice that one up. Try and watch the chat a little bit closer. Let me just bring it in here just so I can see it without having to look up too much. Oh, thank you. Anyone from Morecambe? Never been. Never been to Morecambe. Always wondered what it's like after watching the bay. I imagine they got quite a bit of tourism from that. Same with where they filmed Vera. And there are a couple of shops that sell like Vera's coats and stuff. And her hat. I'm sure I saw that somewhere. The locals call it Western. It's really sad because Weston-super-Mare was a bit like the South's version of Blackpool. You know, it was just a really fun place, but I think there's a lot of crime and drug dealing, which is really sad. Pretty bad it is, isn't it? It's the thing though, if you get a bad council in, who obviously, they get the money from the government, they don't invest it properly, that's it. It only takes some bad people. We're trying, I say we, but in Plymouth we've got a mayor that's been a mayor here for so long, but he's voted in by other people within the council. But we want it to be a mayor that is voted in by the people. Because Plymouth is wonderful. Plymouth has so much for it. It has a beautiful, very big pedestrianised city centre, which was all redeveloped after heavily bombed during the war. We've got a fantastic coastline. We've got beautiful views. We've got so many activities and stuff, but there are a few pockets where there's crime and it's a little bit run down, which needs investment and money well spent on it. It's just where we're positioned is brilliant. The moors and the sea, big military base down here. There's it's just so much you can do. But we need good people running it. We're coastal, so you just find generally property has a premium anyway for just being where it is. So there is a premium for Devon and Cornwall, I would say. But there are affordable places. Obviously, if you're right in the heart of it, if you're buying an apartment overlooking the harbour, then you're talking, millions. Or, well, something smaller, maybe hundreds of thousands, but that's where the big money is. And we've got, I'm fortunate, I live in what's a desirable part of Plymouth, but we're in the suburbs. I'm about 8 miles to drive into the city centre, which is where I'm going tonight, to the theatre. And then, you've got like Hartley, Manamede, that's a real affluent area. But then you've got massive apartments on the Hoe, where the Grand Hotel is and stuff, which are beautiful. It was funny, I think I told the story, maybe I didn't, but my dad's got a book, and he was selling some of them, and this guy was a kayaker, and they got chatting, and Dad was kayaking that evening, and he said, well, I only live here, can I meet you? So he said, I will come up, this is my apartment. I said, I don't mind coming up, and he invited my dad in, and my dad got to, if you know Plymouth and the Hoe, if you know the new, they're not so new no more, but it's a massive, beautiful block of flats to the left of the Grand Hotel. And there's a penthouse, and it was there. And Dad got to go up, and he said it was insane. And someone who is always in the ocean got to look out where he, you know, from that viewpoint, he just said it was incredible. And he works in London, but this is he lives down here, so he commutes. But yeah. Yeah, home. I can watch them. Oh, hey Lynette, never been to Essex, Sam? No, I think when we were kids. But no. Yeah, I think the TV shows, they always, like when we had Birds of a Feather, so that was always like, gave it a bit of a, you know, you had a kind of a vision of what you thought it was like, and then you had The Only Way is Essex, which didn't help. But no, I know there's some lovely, not like the TV programme. It's like everywhere though, isn't it? They always, like, whenever there's documentaries and stuff, you know, they've always kind of paint it a picture a certain way, and actually it's probably not really like that. I mean, we still kind of top as like the lowest. This Devon and Cornwall still, as when you look at the stats, the safest place to live in the UK. So, you know, I'll pay the premium if it can stay like that. So like little buds, these ones really. Tiny little leaves. They look nice though, these little extra tiny details. Most TVs like that. I lived in Miami, Florida, USA during Miami Vice, and most of Miami looks nothing like that. Thetford is famous for Dad's Army, and Linford, not far from Thetford, was famous for Hello Hello. Oh, really? Yeah, it's nice when you've got something that's like something's come out of it, you know, like Doc Martin down in Cornwall. A lot of people go visit, you know, that are fans of the show. Poldark. You know, there's lots of, like, in some of the big blockbuster movies, like the stately homes and stuff are featured in like Pride and Prejudice and Alice in Wonderland. And then you've got some of the backdrops for like Lord of the Rings have been done in like parts of Cornwall. I know a lot of New Zealand as well. You know, they get used for some of these big blockbusters because the backdrops are like untouched still. You know, it's like, you know, vast areas like our moorland is just, it's just untouched. You might get the odd little hamlet, odd little hut that's been built up, but otherwise it's just beautiful untouched land. With the odd horse roaming free. Shetland, no, not Shetland ponies. Yeah, even though it's not Shetland, they're called Shetland ponies, aren't they? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Yes, we had some of Dad's Army actors staying in our Bell Hotel. Oh. So, question: where would you like to go because you've seen it on a movie series? I would like to go to the town where Practical Magic was filmed, because they have shops still dedicated to the movie, and you can go up to like where the home is and stuff, and like the scene, the famous scene, like where he got killed, like that high street. That sounds awful, but you know, if you've watched the movie, you know. I'd like to go there. I'd like to go to Salem actually as well, and just do all that kind of thing during the Halloween season, just to see it all. What other one? What are people saying? Dartmoor ponies, that's it. Not Shetland. That sounds an amazing view, Sam. Wow. Oh, the other half. Oh, we've all got lovely parts where we live though, haven't we? There'll be somewhere nice wherever we all are. Trying to think this. There is another one, because I remember thinking about it. Oh, the Goonies. The Goonies. They've actually got the house. The guy has brought it so he can have it as a tourist attraction. Yeah, the house and the view of the three rocks where the old shipwreck comes out. I think you can go and see parts of the Lost Boys, like where that's all kind of was shot and stuff. There's loads. I think I told you before in the chat when my mum and dad went to New York years ago. They were filming I Am Legend with Will Smith, and they had a couple of the streets or avenues completely closed off and all been dressed to look like an apocalyptic New York. If you've seen the movie, then you know. But they said it was amazing, like all overgrown, like plants and cars just like rusted up, and yeah, that was quite good. We don't get a lot of things shot down in Plymouth as such. We get things done on the moors, and like I said, a lot of stuff done in Cornwall. There's so many cute little villages like around in the countryside. And you just kind of drive through and you see a little tea shop or something. And just stop off. It's quite sweet. I do like that. That's why I'd never move again. I'm done. I'm happy to visit places, but I know that my heart is here. I absolutely love it here. I love that there's still a little sense of community and kindness and things. So you kind of cherish those little things, I think. Because I'm happy to visit the big cities and spend a few days, but that's it for me. I'm very much a country girl. I love those colours. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we were saying before, Cheryl. There's something about blue on a card, and I think it's purely that we just don't use it. Well, I don't that commonly, you know. They're not too hard to cut out though. There's not too many like really detailed bits. It's just lots of curves. They're quite nice big flowers anyway. Oh, and Sarah, my designer, she's coming down. She sometimes watches, so she might hear me, but she's her and her husband are coming down to Cornwall. They're driving through, but she wants to visit. Come say hi. So we're going to go out for some drinks. So I'm going to get a photo of her. I'm going to say, right, me and you photo, and then I can share, and you know, you can all see who Sarah is, who designs all of the Made to Surprise. Does all my drawings for me. It's going to be so nice. We speak all the time, so it'd be so nice to actually see each other in the flesh after, what, 4 years? Because she wasn't with me from the very start. For the first year, I had about 4 different designers. It was a bit of a nightmare because it was COVID. So obviously people were just all over the place. But Sarah's been with me in the long run. So I'm looking forward to seeing her. Right, done. No, she's freelance. Not freelance. She works from home, so she won't be in the office. She's not far from there. She's still from up that way, but yeah, she's not an office. She works from home. It's weird when you work so closely with someone yet never met them. It was a bit like with Lou, actually. I've only met Lou physically twice, maybe 3 times from head office. But we would speak all the time, every day. In fact, I spoke to her this morning. We're going to catch up properly tomorrow over lunch. She's all good. Last little bit. What time are we on? A bit of a later one today. Shouldn't be much longer though. Once I've got all this cut, it's usually a little bit easier now. There we go. Right, let's zoom you back out. See what's going on. There we go. Right. Okay. So I want to focus on the middle first. See, maybe I could emboss this piece now as well with the brick. See that? I'm going to have to make sure the tail. Didn't think about that. Is that going to affect, as long as it's in the middle, because then you won't see. Yeah, okay, that's fine. As long as I have the tail coming down into that middle section. Right, I'm going to emboss this because I'm going to have it with everything stuck on. So we don't need it. But the other two, oh no, the front one, I can do that one as well. It's only that one because I've got to write my message on it. So actually we can be that way. Mr. Magpie just landed on my bird bath. I'm having a little refreshing drink. I always top it up. I give it a wipe every morning and top it up. Nothing worse than having stagnant water. So. There's usually his mate around though. Oh, there he is. Actually, he's up on the other side. Much more pleasant view looking out there now than it was 8 weeks ago, that's for sure. Right, so we'll get that stuck down. Oh, I will do, yeah, I'll say hi. Oh yeah, we knew we would. We're not going to lose touch. I don't speak to her as much because obviously it was every day, but we were work colleagues. So it's just as you would with a normal friend now. So, you know, we might go a week or so without chatting, but we message and stuff. But yeah, we talk a few times a month. But she's super busy now through the week with obviously a lot of travel as well, so yeah, I can't see us ever really losing touch. Obviously we don't live close by, so but no, definitely stay in touch. We know too much about each other now. You know, Lou's seen me at my lowest, I've seen her at her lowest. You know, we know a lot about each other. We've got too much dirt on each other now. Yeah, she seems to be Nova, yeah. Right. Okay, so again, I kind of like the way she's got. I don't often really copy people's cards like that, but I do kind of like the way. Just give it a little shape as well, so it will go flat in your envelope still, but it does just kind of bring it to life a little bit. So, oh, there's next door's dog, so do make me jump. I've got the window wide open, so it's a lot louder. That one, and then if I have like the thank you running like along underneath, maybe that could be quite sweet. What's that other little? She's got a smaller flower there, but I didn't see another flower. Have I missed one? Oh, she's used that one there. That's fine. We'll use this one. I've got a bigger space anyway. And then the leaves all around it. just going to lay it all down first so I can be 100% on the placement. Oh, glad it was relaxing. I know a lot of you do fall asleep sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. I'll just shift it along. As long as that tail stays within that middle section, then you won't see it when the card flips. So we'll do something like that. I'll move it all better in a minute. And then I can have the thank like across that section there. Let me just grab the sentiments. Do that in the same blue card or white, sorry, background and then white. Thank you there. So when you flip it round, that's what you see. I think that'll look really nice. Let's grab another bit of that card. Do you get 2 of each colour in this now? Is it just the one? No, it's just the one, so I have to use. I don't think I've got the scrap of that. Oh, hang on a minute. Yes, I do. There we go. And then I'll have the U just underneath it, but I think that looks really nice. Not in the middle section, that's why I said make sure you put it in the middle so it doesn't catch. You don't want to see it when it flips. The middle section doesn't change. What do we think? Let's stamp. Oh, that's the piece, so I can use that bit. Let's stamp the U. And we've got all that to decorate the front, and whatever's left I can use for the envelope as well. It's a 7 by 7 when it's flat, so I've got 7 by 7 card blanks. I need to decide which one. I'm going to have thank you inside. I'll put "You are the best ever" on the front. That sits nicely then with the thank you inside, because the inside is what you're going to keep displayed. So thank you. It's just nice having that big section. It's a bit like a showstopper, you know, we have that nice big centre focal kind of part of the card. Like I said, if you've got a big stamped image, it's nice to have those card styles that can hold it. Yeah, like it. It's very clean. Right, let's stick this all down. Do this one first. Blue is my favourite colour. Yeah, it's a nice colour. Right. Put that one up in a big foam. Oh, no problem, Pippa. Been crafting on trying to make it. Oh, enjoy the rest of your day. Actually, I better not stick that one down yet. Right, let's do the big flower and then work from that. If you curve everything a little bit as well, it means you can easily stick stuff underneath. So he was about there. Yeah, I think over is quite like the way that that comes out at the bottom. So I'll stick that over. I'll put the leaves on. Maybe have that. And I'll stick this down actually, I think. I'll keep everything balanced. Okay. Not sure where I want that to go yet. I'm going to change these a little bit because I don't want to go too high over into this space. You've got to keep it all within the frame. Thank you. Thank you, Benita. Thank you, everyone. I feel like I've been quiet, like there's been more quiet spells during this live. There's been a bit more concentration needed. Maybe it's tiny little one. Maybe I bring in, I cut that back. Ah, that's better. So it kind of loops around. Just stick the outer, just stick that one down. Yeah, that frames that nicely. And then maybe you can have one of these tiny ones. Just put that there. We never got 2, 4, 6, yes, 7. Right, so there we go. So it's all hidden behind. Oh, love it. So let's do this one. So this one, I'm going to stamp the little sentiment and just stick that amongst the flowers. So we've got that little sentiment. And then I can have some more flowers around the frame. Now I know the inside's done. No worries, Sarah. Take care. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, so let's stamp, get that stuck down because I'm going to keep forgetting. That's for my message. You can use your liquid glue on mirrored card. If it's something smaller, you don't pick at it, it'll be fine. Right. So, what did I say I was going to do? You are the best ever. So, stamp that one on here. Where did I put my platform? How can I lose that? I'm terrible for that. Literally, where's my stamping platform? When it's right in front of you. Really, where has that gone? Did I push it? Sometimes I push things back underneath. No, it's definitely not there. Oh my goodness, guys, where is it? Oh, no, that's what it's another bad habit I've got. If you've got the Alex drawers, I put it on top and then it still can close in the drawers. I do that a lot. That should be my first place I check. It's gorgeous that I think there is a similar bird in the OSP. Yes, to be fair, when I saw it, it did remind me of something I'd seen before, so I think you're right. Yeah, it does resemble. Right, let's trim this one. To put a bit of mirrored card on that as well. Looks a bit lost against that. Just a little thin silver frame just to match everything else. So imagine that there, and then some more of these flowers. Thank you, everyone. Another I must try. I need to make this card. And bye bye, we'll watch. Take care. Thank you for joining. And just kind of do a bit of a dry run really with where you want everything before you commit to it. Take a photo. And as long as you stay within your little sections, so nothing overhangs, otherwise you'll see it. Oh God, that made me jump. It's the only thing with that road, because you've got a tyre place down. People get new tyres and then they shoot off after they've had them. It scares me. Love that. Right, so I'll put that sentiment up on a little bit of foam as well. A bit more dimension to this one, but we don't mind. I'm not going to have time to do the envelope, guys, because I have to get going in a minute, because I've got to pick Monty up, get back, get myself sorted. So yeah, I can't be too, it's obviously gone over already. Very noisy glue bottle today. I don't recall it being that noisy. Yeah, I can pop that up on foam. But I will do the envelope and you'll see it when I do my little video. It's a definite definite stunner. Oh gosh, it's a definite stunner, Sam. I got you. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, it's so pretty. And you can't see, that's your space for your message. You write it that way. I mean, it's quite interesting. You know what I mean? It's an interesting fold, but I think then they can display it like that. So although it's a flip card, so you can display it like that, or even like that. It's nice as well. It's just a really fun, just that simple fold. And I thought, you know, I mean, this will be given to someone who will know what to do with it. But I think for someone who maybe doesn't, when they take it out, they're going to pull it, it's going to move. So it's not like, I don't think they would struggle with it. It's just really fun. Very pleased. Yeah, these bits I'm going to pop on the envelope. So I could put, actually, no, it's too big to go on there. I don't want any more on there. I think that's just right. Yeah, I'll put one flower. In fact, that would be nice, just in the corner of the envelope with a couple of the little leaves there. Yeah, that's my envelope decoration. Another one to add. But isn't it nice that you just got endless things on this list, because it means you've always got inspiration. I'll just bring it up a bit closer. I'll probably add a little bit of sparkle somewhere, or maybe some glaze on the centres of the flowers. But I think the brick embossing folder, that harshness of a brick wall with the delicate flowers and the soft colours, I think really works. And then you have that lovely sentiment and detail inside. I'm probably going to layer up the thank as well a bit more. I like that to be a bit more dimensional. But yeah, there you have it. Fun, very easy flip card. There you go. So yeah, I'll do a little video for it. I'll get the envelope done, so I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning. But I've got to do a little bit more work. Like I said, I have to go and get Monty later and be back, get some dinner in and get out. So before you know it, it'll be theatre time. So thank you so much. I've enjoyed today. It's been lovely. And yeah, for anybody who's missed what we were using, it is the lovely, you get a stamp and stencil set from issue, what was this one? I know I said at the start, 272. So it is pinned. It's the link that is in the chat. And yeah, you get your stamp set there. There are papers to download, and then you get your layering stencils that coordinate. So I've stamped and coloured the bird and the flowers, but you have these layering stencils. So I definitely want to do the inky layering stencil version as well. So we will use it again at some point. But for now, that is what I've done using this. I think it's turned out lovely. So I will share as well, when I do the YouTube version, I will share the playlist with the other flip cards as well, because I do have a flip card playlist with lots of different versions. I think I've done a triple, a double, I've done another single on a 6x6. I've done quite a few, but I've never done a 7x7. So I thought it was nice to share another size. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I've loved it. And yeah, I'll see you again this Friday at 9 AM for another Mater surprise and mix and match. All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.